Okay, how about now? I gotta close windows. But okay, damn it. I had a whole conversation and everything. Fucking A. Sorry, Nanette. I got completely into what I was doing and didn't realize my headset wasn't on. You can. We're way professional here. Fuck. Ugh. All right. So, because I didn't mark. Okay. What are we doing? I haven't talked about what we're doing. Fuck. All right. I'm working on a pattern. It's from Atkinson's Design. It is. Um. Okay. It's called All About Me. It has big squares, little squares that you just saw put together that you didn't hear me talk about, and big squares. And oh yeah, I have to pin that shit back on the board. Damn it. Oh wait, I have photos. I'm thinking ahead here. So what it's being made out of is dachshund fabric, Doxie, wiener dogs. This is fabric. 90% of it is fabric that customers have given me. People know that that's my breed of dog, and I love dachshunds, and if it's long and low, I like it. So I get gifted these half yards that people find here and there. Oh, I was thinking of you. It's so sweet. But I had to figure out what to do with it. So All About Me takes fat quarters. So I figured if I had mostly half yards, then I could make it super big. The guy who sews. Hey, how are you? Where are you from? The guy who sews. I have four weenies and they are long hair and one of them is 15 and a half. So every now and then, yeah, she has to, I have to help her because she tips over. It's pretty sad. Okay, Sean. I'm originally from Australia, but live in Virginia. That is quite the culture shock of differences there, I would think. Oi. Okay, so this is basically a Stitch and Bitch channel. I, 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 I drink, I smoke, I swear, it's all good. And I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I drink coffee, so it don't matter. A mix. Oh, that's so cute. I had a weenie mix. I had no idea what she was mixed with, though. We called her Paisley, actually. And then now I have four. Oh, yay! We'll have to go like your channel too. Um, I got discombobulated. I went live and I didn't have my damn headset on. So I'm still in the process of going, what the hell just happened? So, okay. I have no idea all the shit I was talking about. All right. The other thing that I was talking about was the iron. I had a couple people ask me about the iron. Um, my iron is old and it is a Panasonic. And the place that I buy my merch, my inventory from doesn't have this one anymore, but they have a steam fast one that looks very close to it and it's beautifully priced at like $34. I would need to order it, so there would be delay. But if you wanted one, it's something I could do. And once I got it in, then we could figure out put it up on the website or something so you guys could purchase it if need be. Oops, damn it. See? Just all thrown off. Should talk about the fabrics while I'm at it. Please tell me that didn't phew. I didn't want to rethread it. This fabric here is from a friend of mine. She inherited it from her friends, and when she saw what a doxy stinking nut I am, she gifted it to me. The great thing is there's multiple colors of this. So you'll see it in many forms throughout the quilt. My quilt is king size. It is 108 by 108 when done, ish. You know, it's up on the board and you're stretching the measuring tape. It's in the neighborhood of 108 square, and it's so phenomenally fun. But I needed 3 more rows to be able to consider it done. So I put it on the board at work, and damn it, and figured out what all the fabrics needed to be and planned out the 3 rows and stacked it up. That's where I did bad, but figured out how to combat it earlier. I just threw them all in a stack. So all 3 rows are one stack. I didn't mark which is the rows, but there's only 10. But there's this orientation of this 3-piece block. But I took photos, so we're good. All right, let's get another one of these. This is a different project, but this is a perfect project to do leaders and enders on. I just happen to have another tiny project that I can do. I have a huge collection because of all you guys, all the customers. Um, I have this one in several colors and a couple sizes because actually that pink one here is the same thing. Oh yeah, I forget. Not everybody knows me. Hey, I'm Jamie. I own a quilt shop. The quilt shop's name is Material Magic. We have a Facebook page, a YouTube channel that really currently only reposts this channel. It's kind of funny. But I can, so I do. I've got like 3 followers over there. So yeah, it is what it is. But if somebody couldn't remember this channel, they could find that channel. Here's another one of that. Love this one. Here's the other one. It's just so fucking fun. It was fun to match the borders up. All right, this is the next one we're going to work on. And there's this one again. It was in brown, it was in pink, and this one has color background. I mean, it's just cool. I have salvage. But you know what? It's going to be in a scene. These are not perfect blocks. They have not been squared up. It'll be fine. Let's get rid of them. Let's pick an orange, eek, and a white. This was the clusterfuck of a group project when we first started this, which I've not been doing it very long. I had a kid come by, one of my kids' friends, and he set up lights to help me figure out what loom I needed and what worked. Um, and I've ordered some lights. I think the first set of lights is going to go to my son instead of me. We'll see. He streams on Twitch, but is working at getting. He can dual stream on Twitch and YouTube. I cannot dual stream on Facebook and YouTube without some sort of paid subscription to something that I know of. So if you know of how to do it, let me know. Let's do white and black. about that. Yeah, and I've got my glasses on today, not my contacts. And my prescription is bad at this point, and I can't freaking read it from there. So hang on. I see you talking. Yeah, my husband's off tomorrow too, but I own a damn business, so you know. And little businesses are having, their issues. Sean, do you have a job in the fabric industry? Oh, I have to trim some shit. Blech. So anyway, in the episode, or the would it be episode? Oh, that's what I'm calling them. The episode description of this, I put a link to what the other iron looks like. It's not going to show you a price because it's my back end and they won't show you a price. But the public can go and look at items. Oops. Sorry. I forget that I flipped the camera so I don't have to turn that around now. I'm learning. You had to take a vacation day to get tomorrow off? That sucks. International shipping. That's kind of cool. I don't ship much international. I just don't have the customers. But we had one that was supposed to go to Spain, and we're like, ooh la la, we have something going to Spain. This is cool. Besides the issues getting the order the way it was supposed to be and getting it shipped, we started trying to track where this was. It went to Berkeley, California, and showed up as a no such address. So it got kicked out of Berkeley, but honestly, there probably wasn't a code for it. Duh. That's the wrong port. Um, yeah, so it did not come back to me. Somebody caught it at that point and set it on its way. Crap. It was kind of funny. Some of the art. Yeah, I do have Art East patterns. Want to make the Halloween one so damn bad. And then I have the magical one with mermaids too. So cute. So yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. And I've done Elizabeth Hartman's dogs and sweaters. I think I'm gonna make that one again because I made all my dogs the same and only changed the sweaters. Evidently, I'm gonna be insane and have all kinds of different dogs doing all kinds of different sweaters. You've made it. Did it turn out great? How was the pattern? And then I have McKenna Ryan's dog park that I pull all that out and go, I don't know if I'm up to this. So many fucking working pieces on that. But I went all in and got all the $100 worth of fucking accessory packs or whatever. Hey, buddy, you want to come here? Bye. Come here. You asked. You're normally jumping on me, and I can't get you to leave me alone. I almost have to show you a dog. Oh, you have the dog park one too. You know, I got the kit, so I have all the fabrics, which are beautiful. If you have it too, you can attest to it. My problem was my fabrics weren't marked as to which one it was, the name of it, because there's times that Like there's a couple different browns. Well, which freaking one is it? There was no labels, so I ended up years ago wiping out my sewing room, hanging each piece and looking at the patterns and going, okay, well, if I have these three browns, then this must be, it was a kind of pain in the ass. It's like, oh, you should have 3 yards. How much is in this thing? Okay, this has got to be that. It's split half. Ah, you dog. Which is probably why you're going to finish yours. And why mine has not. All I've done is open it and attempt to mark the fabrics. And this is like where I am at is like a formal end of the house. I'm in like the formal living area, or and then there's a step up, which is a pain in the ass, and that's the formal dining room. So I had hung a rod here so that I could hang a quilt, and then it would separate the rooms. It was kind of cool. But it all those pieces got hung up on that rod as I was trying to figure it out. And I think they were hanging for a good year and a half before I finally went, I gotta take this shit down. Uh, it it's an issue. It is an issue. That's why I'm in the mess that I'm in, I think. Aren't these cute? Okay, he is actually a panel that I cut up. And this is the cutest roses, and I've never seen anything like it. Never, I found it on Etsy. One of my customers gifted me a half yard. So then I went and found it and bought a couple more yards, and now I have a shit ton. Ooh, that would make a good duffel bag. All right, here's this guy. I think I have him in a couple colors. Hey, Miss Daisy. How you doing? Aw. I don't think she knows what's going on. All right, got these guys. Of course, this one had to be cut just so I think that's like the tail. That's as much of the dog as you get in this one. Whatever. There's enough dogs in this. Trust me. I should try to pull up the picture so I know what orientation these need to go in, and maybe we can put them up on the wall. I just want out of this, whatever crap that is. I'm gonna have to scroll back a little though. All right, I have that on a blue background. That one I had in the store. The gray I hadn't seen. Yes, it is. And my dogs. I bought a wiener dog panto because we have a long arm in the shop because I'm finally close to being done with this. This was started um, in 2019. I was scheduled to have. What are you doing, girlfriend? You better not be thinking of going to the bathroom right there because this is the house. All right, I'm gonna hand her to the grown up downstairs. Oh, oh, oh. Hang on, sorry guys. Part of life, right? Hey, Robert, can you take her out? Robert, can you take her out? Turn around. She's gonna go potty. Thank you. Sorry, Nana and Chillum. Life. And I know I was starting to say something. I have no fucking idea what I was talking about. So there you have it. Welcome to High Life and Quilting. No idea. I was scrolling to find the pictures. Wow. If you guys remember, you'll tell me, and then I'll go, oh yeah, and get back on track. If not, whatever. Oh, when I started the quilt. Thank you. Damn. So I had several surgeries, scheduled 2 surgeries that I'd planned that year. And so I pre-cut, I come up with this idea and then pre-cut a lot of it so that I could just sit and sew and not injure myself by cutting. So I know when it's starting. And I tell you, just last month, October, a customer walked in and handed me fabric that I'd never seen. And it's just, they're the best customers. Do, do, do. I'm saving I trim all these dog ears off eventually. And I was going to throw them all away, but I'm going to save them and put them in an envelope and treat them like freaking confetti. Ah, somebody's going to hate me. I wonder who it'll be. Oh, there it is. Found it. There. And now that I have the pictures, then we can put it on the board and we'll know which way it was supposed to go. Right now, I'm just sewing that. Guess what? There are markers. I just didn't put it in the corner like normal. So I'll have to use the picture for the first row because I didn't pay attention. I turned them all, so I don't know which way was up. Now I know which way's up. Just like me. Isn't this cute? Thanks, honey. Okay, well, I guess that's 10. All right. So this is row 1. Row 2 is going to start with this one. And I'm going to, I am just going to pin this right here. It's only going to be temporarily, but now I know which way's up because I'm going to turn that shit around. You know what? It's going to be very colorful. All right, so this is number 1. And the dogs will fluff it and do their shit. And blah, blah. I had to get Zero the dog in here. He's super fun. And then, oops, there's him. I think he might have another colors too. Whatever. Big. It has a big overhang. Oh well. My mom did that. Okay, my stepmom did that. When I was just getting to know her, she sent mail, and I grabbed it on the way out the door to a doctor's appointment so that I could read it in the lobby. Whipped open that fucking card, and it was filled with confetti that went all over the doctor's waiting. I'm on my hands and knees trying to pick that shit up. Oh my god. Yeah, fun. She just admitted that it's been long enough now that people won't expect it, and she should take the glitter and confetti back out. I'm like, no, no, no. Well, that's vastly. Meh, make it work. Maybe when she comes in, I'll scoop her up so you can see my old ancient little girl. I think a helicopter just went over. See though? Now, because I happen to turn all this, I will have to look at the pictures to see which way. Maybe I should just take a minute and straighten the first step. Nah, I'll try to keep it. All right, so this is supposed to be like this on the wall. So that. And that's metallic in it. See, Doxie sweaters. All right, help me remember. This is the orientation. I am not putting them over far enough. There you go. Sorry. How about I just do that? Okay. I've had to move a few things. So I'm readjusting clamps and cameras and pressing pounds at a time. Okay. My phone went to sleep. All right. Well, it doesn't really matter yet, but I'm going to do that. Let's do it that way. So it's going to clash like hell in my bedroom. Didn't think of that. Don't really care. It's my bedroom. Nobody sees it but me and the hubby and the dogs. Because I am wallpapering. But, every color in the wallpaper will actually be in this, though. So maybe it won't be so bad. Okay, green is up on this one. It would probably be something I would be happier with if I went ahead and squared up a hair as I go through. What do you think? I think. Down. For as off as that seems. Let's miss that cord. Because I'm going to cut right fucking through it. Because that's. Okay. I'm wondering, is this pixelated? Are you having a hard time seeing this camera? Because sometimes it's just my end that looks funny. Green goes up, didn't we say? Back over here. I could post that on Facebook. I kind of hoped some people would show up. Yes, it's pixelated and yucky. A little. Okay. It's old, but it works. I might need another camera. But if I remember correctly, Michael has a nice one that he's not using, so why the hell don't I use that? See, my pedal went away. So I also was saying, and I don't know if it ended up on being heard or not, because I didn't have a freaking mic. The overhead looks good. This one looks good. It's kind of one of those, is the channel going to take off at some point? Who knows? But how much money do I want to put into it? I know you got to put it in to make it kind of thing, but where's the too much line until you know if going someplace? I'm not sure. There's that one again. Now you can see the weenies. There's one somewhere that's nothing but dog butts because that's how it ended up, and I loved it and kept it. All right. Funny story about that one. I had that one in my store. It was on the shelf. There was two actually. There was a white background with the rainbow dogs, and this was Party Animal. And then there was a blue background, I think, with tall cats. Low budget, just a cell phone for the most record and editing, and a laptop added for the lives. I started with a laptop, and my family of computer nerds were like, "Yeah, your laptop can't handle this." So they built me a computer, but then I lost that camera. But yeah, why not hook that laptop up and just use it as a camera? I'll try that for next one, which I should tell you is going to be a day late this week. It's going to be Friday instead of Thursday because I had a friend start a book club and I'm going to go. What? Do something for me? Party time. They are adorable. So I went to my stash when I started making this and realized there was none of it in my stash. I didn't have it in there to pick up order. And I was out at the shop and I couldn't find it. I had to scour Etsy to find it. Really. And I did. I was very happy about it. I missed getting Zero, the dog, one into the shop. So I ordered him too. Oops. How you doing there, Daisy? Huh? You want to be a movie star? Hey. Not sure if she knows where she's at. All right, I'll go take a look. I mean, not right this second, but that would be cool. Yes, we want to see the doggo. All right, at least one of the doggos. Hey, old doggo. Hey. Did I spook you? Did I spook you? All right, want to be a movie star? Change cameras. There's my old little girl. She's a piebald. She's got a white tail. There's your birthday, honey. You look at it. Nope. I can't see anything. Yeah, you doing okay? You got a nut here. Can I get it? Or fuck if I know. No, this is Daisy. Boop. There's your bed. I rearranged this a while ago and moved your bed like 3 feet. Did not work. It really was a nope. We're gonna put it back over there for now. It's not so bad. I don't really have to get in front of that particular item. Are we starting our pacing? She's a mall walker. She walks around and around and around our kitchen table. But she avoids, we have a ramp here between these two rooms. So she will, but a step going out the other way. So she will go up this ramp she just did, and she'll walk around the table. Sometimes she'll walk to the front door and then go, nope, I don't want to do the steps. So then walks back and goes around the table and comes in here, goes back. It's total, it was driving us nuts. Um, but then I started thinking, it's some of the only exercise she gets now because of being so old, and it's gonna fucking kill me when she goes. It's gonna hurt. She has been the dog I've had the longest. She was there when I needed unconditional love from somebody. She knows all of my secrets. She got me through some times that were rough for me, so it's gonna suck to lose her. Damn it, they don't live forever. Okay, this is gonna be purple up, brown. I don't know if you can see. So besides the dog outlines, there's like little bubble thoughts, and that's a T-bone steak, a squirrel, dog food, ham, dog bone. There's a ball. It's just cute, just cute. And here's the big one of 0. It's like a good pressing. It's so cute. Okay, this one is gonna be upright. Upright, right. Yes, it's portrait right. I don't know. Gotta have my own little language going here. Right. This is an Australian giggle. Let's square that just a hair because there's a lot on the crossbars here. Okay, that's pretty straight. And then I have 1,000 beds around, and she wants to sleep on this. It's like an egg crate kind of um, foam bed that has wool blankets that honestly I have seen in photos from when my parents were in their 20s. Like, why are we still doing these? However, Daisy fucking loves them. So at one point I found them in something and they got put on the floor, thrown on the floor, something. And yeah, that was it. I've moved it to a couple different spots before she started going senile, and she will follow it wherever it ends up. Okay, guess what? I can't remember which one was on top, so I have to look. Black. How old is Daisy? She is 15 and a half next month. So she's about 6 months behind Caruso because he just turned 16, I think they said. And I don't know. We're gonna just give this the rough treatment. She's got cataracts in one eye. She can't see, she can't smell, she can't hear, she can't remember. That being said, her heart sounds great, her lungs are great. She's healthy as a fucking horse with Cushing's. I mean, it's she has Cushing's disease, but she's had that. Honestly, when she got diagnosed with that, I was like, how long am I going to have my girl? Because that would shorten the lifespan. And she said, you can get another good 5 years out of her. And that was before COVID, so we're doing good. Baby. Can we get any of the other snots to come running through here? Never around when you want them, right? We got a permanent bucket going now because she walks and poops and doesn't realize it. And we'll take her outside and she'll come in and pee on the floor. And boy. So now we get to the fun stuff, the not so fun stuff, the stuff that I have no experience in because I've never had a dog this old, I guess, to get to that point. She doesn't, well, no, she can tell time. She can tell time, which means she's losing her fucking mind because we had the time change. So now she wants up at 5 in the morning, 5:30. It's been about 5:30. She already would start begging for food an hour early. So now I messed that up. I thought I even double checked it before I started. Here, I can shift to this camera and you can make believe I'm looking right at you as I rip this so I can put it on the other side. Her hair's a little different than the others, like her leg hair is shorter. It never got really bushy. It's kind of weird. Just different texture. So we have a brindle that was just barking, and the one outside barking is a dusted cream. Tell time. Yes, they do. And there's the puppy that's a clear cream, or she would carry the dappled gene, so she could be just cream and lighter cream, maybe. Sometimes sometimes you can almost see a little bit lighter. She's so we named the puppy Scully. She is the same color as Dana's hair. So, and there she is. What are you doing? Come here. Come see mommy. Come see mommy. Here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We get the baby now. Oh, I do. Hi. Can you say hi to everybody on TV? I see you on the TV. What's going on? What were you barking about? Okay. All right. See ya. Adios. she's she's awesome. Oh, shut up. She's the comic relief we didn't know we needed. Shut up. There's nobody out there. Oh, well, maybe Eve. That could be. I will See if I can mute that for you. Ugh. Bark, bark, bark. That sounds like there's someone walking on it. But seriously? It, a leaf could have moved. Okay, so it's not overly loud for you guys? If that's the case, then I won't worry about muting it. Because I never know. Shit, when I would come home in the summer, they would like howl and sing the song of the dachshund people. They would howl. I'd be in the driveway and I could be hearing them howl. The whole neighborhood must wonder. I think the only one that would be bad, worse, is like maybe a beagle. Okay. What about you, Nanette? Is it bug? Yeah. Oh, I have more than Nanette. Has somebody else popped in and I missed it? No, someone's watching. It's all right. You can lurk. You don't have to say hello if you don't want to. It's all free will here. Okay, let's try this again and make it to where the freaking black will be on top. Because that's what it's supposed to do. Are you both sewing tonight? All right. Flopping on your bed there, Miss Daisy. Oh, I can fix this. I missed that. I'm getting tired of doing this. When Daisy was a puppy, we had rawhide bones, and that had to stop, but we had rawhide bones, and she would prop it up against the foot pedal because she wasn't quite big enough to hold it with her feet. Every now and then, like, ah, nice, nice, nice. I have to sew a um sleeve on this wall hanging. His handwork. I don't want to do it. I was gonna bring it home, but I didn't want to take the responsibility. So it means I gotta buck up and do it. Buck up and do it. It's made. I just need to whip stitch it on. Here. Now you can see a big one in the party. Party! A wall flag. Cool. All right. Daisy's gonna try to get more comfortable. Oh, here she comes. Here's another one, and that means we're down to level 3. Let's go ahead and iron, iron, pin this place marker with the arrow. Hey, what's going on, you? Hmm? What's going on? What you doing? You're getting little walking in. Little pink toes. Hmm? Yeah, you. gotta clean your ears. Damn. This is not time for bed. It's only, what, 6:30? Oh shit, 7:15-ish? How long have we been live? You've got a split right there. That's what's getting hung up. All right, there you go, bub. Go that way, because you can't get through that way. That's got it really fucked up. I have a garment rack over it that I could make wider, so it's over the top of this table that shoots straight down. But then that means there's a bar underneath, and she can't walk straight. She hits that bar, and she's like, "The hell?" It's after 10. Yes, I'm in Oregon. I'm in Oregon. We're at an hour. All right, here, change the camera. Waddy, what are you doing? Waddy, you're not gonna come say hi to me? Yes, Oregon. I am about an hour west towards the coast from Portland. Yep, yep. Ugh, I'm just tired of doing it. I'm even tired of freaking sewing them. Okay, this is going to open. I mean, some of the funnest part of doing this was matching the borders with the fabrics. It's just some of them you're like, oh, I know right away what I got to do for this. I've even got a keychain. My friend found some dachshund charms, and because I have 4 dogs, she strung 4 together. So I feel like my phone has a necklace, always hanging down and getting in the damn way. All right, this one goes this way. Okay. I'm sewing on an old 301A. I have new shit at the shop, or newer shit. One of these days I'll get like a small brother or baby lock that I'll travel to retreats and stuff with and just use that here. But nothing wrong with this old thing. I actually tore it apart and rebuilt it. I learned how. We took a class. It was great. I kind of was worried when he made me take the whole motor out of it, though. I'm like, you won't let me leave here with this not working, right? I am sewing on a Singer 301A. Yep, yep. I named her Jackie. Jackie, my friend, she bought it from my mom's neighbor who um, restores them, cleans them up, and makes them all pretty and happy, and then sells them. So she had bought this from them. It has a long bed, and I'm like, that's not long. But then when you see that short bed that's half, you're like, oh, it's long. Um, and before she passed, she was like, I have too many machines. Do you know anybody that would want one? I'm like, yep, you're looking at her. So when she passed, I decided that I was going to name her Jackie. Yay, so morbid today. All right, there's this one again. Loved this one. That was Michael Miller, I think. Sad that I remember some of the shit. And sad that I can go down to Robert Kaufman. And I had ones like this before, so Can't remember who that is. This is Wyndham, I think. I don't know. The things that stick in your head after so many years. I've owned the shop 13 and a half years, so there's a lot of freaking noise up in my head. You know, they say walk a mile in my shoes. I mean, it's going to take you to get coffee and go to the quilt shop. But if somebody spent just an hour in my head, bye, Sean. Hope to see you again. Yay. That was nice. What are you working on, Nanette? I didn't see you answer that question. This stuff, I might know, is sewn the best. We're going to make it work, though, because I am. There she goes. She's finally laying back down. What's funny is when she was little and I would hold her in my arms, you know, like that, she would take her nose and jam it down in your like elbow pit and like hide her eyes, like shade her eyes, like she was going to take a nap and she wanted lights out. And sometimes when I come in here, because this is where her favorite spot is, um, I'll find that her head is underneath of just a flop of something that covers her eyes. I'm like, oh, is it too bright? Are my lights too bright? All right, this goes like this. This is, I believe this one came from New York. This came from the store Calico Gals, I think, the one that started Row by Row. Oh, I thought that was Sean doing that. What is Sean doing? Oh, he had a beagle too. I totally missed that. As I'm reading back up through the thing. Oh, he didn't say what he was doing. All right, I thought he was doing the flag. Like an American flag? I love the mushrooms in this. Anyway, we went to Michigan, not Michigan, New York to see my sister for Christmas, and that's a story. Um, and found a quilt shop just, 20 minutes from her house kind of thing. And we get there and we go inside, and I'm like, holy crap, this is the store that started the Row by Row. And so I geeked out a little. Whatever. It was cool. We talked a little bit, and she was asking questions about how it was going out here, and she gave me this one's mine from the previous store name, but she gave me one of the row by row rulers, which I just thought was super sweet. And then it just kind of petered off. We had a couple problems. The highway closed my driveway, highway road department, ODOT, because they were putting in a light. And so they closed my fucking driveway and then stopped working for 3 months. A pieced version. Cool. Cool, cool. For a Christmas present, for yourself, for a customer. Did you use solids? Did you use patterns? How is it supposed to go? Find the second one in there. This one. Is it going to be about the size of a full flag or smaller? Oh, you little wiener. Come on, Jackie. Don't be like that. You're on camera. You're a famous sewing machine now. You're a movie star, Miss Jackie. Don't be a bitch. Okay, well, I guess you can be a bitch and a movie star, but because there's plenty of them. Did you run into something? Because thing hanging on the end of the garment rack so I don't smack my head into it is swinging. I will get the lights off for you in a minute. She'll fall asleep. She's got to basically bitch about it for a little bit. Wonderful. Thank him for his service from us. All right, this is yellow down. Okay, what's our full piece? I love the big squares because it really highlights it. I mean, the rectangles are good, but big squares are great. We actually used this idea in one of the row by rows that we did. It was on the go, and it was a year that we could do a vertical one. And so we used the 3 dogs because Scully wasn't even a thought yet. And so we had Watson that you haven't seen. You might have, but Watson is the shortest, most compact. And then Big Square is really short. Yes, look. Um, so she was higher, the highest one. And then the middle one, Dusty, which I haven't shown you, is like the longest wiener dog. So we had two balloons, and Daisy was a chunker at the time, who isn't now. And we had the balloon around her front legs, but her butt was still on the ground. It was funny. It was cute. It was cute. I I I don't want to say I miss it, but I kind of miss the challenge. But I have so many challenges now, it doesn't fucking matter. I just can't believe I have such awesome people to gift me this stuff. This is the other one. Can't really see it, I guess. They're dogs in sweaters, wanting to play, head down, butt up, on his butt, ears flopping. So cute. And it goes with this one. They're the same family. I actually really like this green with that petite too. I wonder how far we're gonna go. If she settles down, I'm okay going a little longer. Although my lack of sleep is catching up to me. Daisy went up at 5:30, and I couldn't get back to sleep because I made the mistake of looking at Instagram and found something to get pissed about. Okay, green up. I hope so. I hope so. I have, they're just wonderful. I mean, we all have that crazy psychotic aunt that we don't want to come to family dinners, and there's a couple of customers like that, but we're kind of a family. We've turned it into, hell, it's starting to feel like a clubhouse at the shop. Open so is Wednesday through Saturday, and my friend Bree that runs the long arm, hell, she just brings her work laptop and sits there and works. But she likes the environment. Just good. I had a friend one time. There was another shop that's closed. Um, not for any bad reason, just retiring. But she was like, I really don't care for that shop. I'm like, well, okay, can you tell me why? Because I would like to not repeat whatever that person did. And and really it was just it felt too sterile and it feels like home at my location. And so I kept it up. Now we've got I'm working on the kitchenette back there. I've got coffee, little coffee bar area. Here's this one, finally in a big one with a fun boutique. Oh, this one's fun. It's like little sketch dogs. And those look like little Dutch. I don't know why that makes me think of Dutch. It does. It does. And here's that one of those. It looks like origami dogs, is what it looks like to me. At least it makes sense that it look like that. All right. Well, I hope everybody thinks of shopping local, small businesses for our holiday season. There's a lot of call for blackouts, and just know that those blackouts do not mean to not shop anywhere. Unfortunately, a lot of times when they do those, call for those, although I can see the reasons, and now I'm dead those days. And it's like people see it because they'll be like blackout, no shopping, and then in fine print, if anywhere, it's all not except for local. If you have to, then shop small local. We have a shop local program that we do. It's just getting ready to start, and they've added gift cards this time. I'm trying to think about it, and it's kind of anybody that's participating in the what is it? You get a card and you get stamps at participating stores. One stamp for every $10 that you spend, and then those cards all every time you fill one up, you can fill up 100 of them. It goes into a drawing for all kinds of cool shit. And now they're adding keep it local gift cards. So it will work at any of the participating stores. So you could get a $50 gift certificate for someone and they could use it in my store and down at the pub and over at the chocolate shop. I mean, there might be several different stores that they could use it in the whole Columbia County, which would be 3 or 4 towns or so. I think it's a cool idea. That way, if you don't know what somebody wants because you're limited, then who let the dogs out other than the dogs, right? Hi, how's it going, Pamela? I didn't see you sneak in. It's a fantastic little program. They do several things. So they have the cards that you get punched, and then there's they have On the Trail of Bigfoot, which doesn't really work for me, so I didn't do it. But there's um little big little little footprints that you put up, and it's got Bigfoot on it, and you're supposed to do something online while you're in the store. and that's a whole different drawing. Okay, let's keep it real. I own a quilt shop, which means my clientele is on the older side. It just didn't work. So I didn't buy into that one. I'm like, it just doesn't. I had like three people. So, oh, and then I did a thing. I hope it works. God, I hope it works. I contacted our local furniture company, furniture store, Richardson's Furniture in St. Helens. And I was like, hey, you always put the couches and coffee tables and chairs around to make sitting areas to resemble what it would look like in your home. Why not throw some quilts down there? And so she put there, they let me, I brought down 5 this morning to see how it works, see if it works. And we'll do some cross advertising. Honestly, I want to do it to a couple more people. I would like to look at who else is in town, see about having a little table of shit with their business card so I can say, hey, you like that? Go see the rest of their stuff. Here's where they're located. I think it'd be great. I mean, not everybody can have quilts in their shop, but I hope somebody can buy some quilts. I'd be happy if just one sold. I can almost guarantee it's not going to be the $400 Tula one. That one's overpriced for this town, probably. But it's out of print. And if you happen to love Tula, you would get it. All right. And this is the last one. So this is that panel that I cut some of these out and put in the small squares. Cool little muted colors. I like it when they use word print, which is why I dug through scraps to find this gray all over word print to go around it. Ha! All right. So I'm going to need to make a tag for group 1. So I'll know which way's up. And then I need to put it in the corner, and we'll probably sort this and be done for tonight. I don't think sewing 3 rows together is going to take a whole episode. There's another YouTube content creator who hangs quilts in her tennis office and changes them out on occasion. That's cool. There was a couple hanging at our one of the chiropractors at one point. She had, I think it was gifted to her, and so it was in one of the rooms on the wall. Of course, there is a big error in it, which is probably why it was gifted. One of the blocks was rotated, and so I couldn't look at it. Like, ah, shit. So yeah, that was kind of cray. All right, let's look down and see if I can get my camera here so we can see what it's supposed to be. Okay, this way. Doesn't matter. This way. I think I saw the screen move. If that worked behind you. It's not my design. Um, here, I could probably tip this if you're wanting to. No, I can't. I can do the webcam though. The diamonds on the wall. That is a pattern that I got off of Etsy There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces each side, so 10 pieces in that little diamond. And of course, my fucked up brain had to, but number 2 is always a black. Number 3 is always like, let's just make me go insane. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that. That's, hold on. That goes like that. I think I fucked that up and I'm not going to change it. Oh. I'm trying to spiral the colors. I keep messing with. Okay, let's watch out for the hot iron. I don't know if I can tilt that at all. Ah, there, that's a little better. I have the camcorder, which is doing the point down thing. I can tilt normally and have it up there when I'm working on that project. So I didn't design it, but I have this fucked up idea in my head of what colors are going to work in there and what is not. Because I'm going to be picky about it. And at this point, it'll be a wall hanging and not an actual quilt because it takes so long to make one of them. You wouldn't think it would take that long, but it really does. So this is the what was on her page as her example. So I'm trying to play with how I want to transition and ombre my colors. And I'm kind of okay with the way it is at the moment. It is tedious. It is, it's fun though. And this is one that I go back to when I can't figure out what else to do. But I tried to make one opposite and put color only in this little striped area. Anyway, I flipped one. And there's a couple, I'm going to try putting some solid. So I traced this, the 2 pieces, and made one diamond out of one and stay stitched it. So I kind of like that idea. And I think the plan that I came up with last was um, when in doubt, put a solid. If you can't figure out how to hop this from here to here, put a solid block. I like them anyway, and it might give me a reason. I took it down once. There's several. It's paper piece diamonds or something diamonds are forever. There's a whole playlist on them. And if you watch the first couple, I finally tore it off the wall and did it again. So this is where we're at, and I've got these 2 tucked up. Oh, you can't see them. I got 2 tucked off to the side with all random different colors in it, and it's not really going to work. So I'm waiting to see what to do with those. You tip down. And yeah, I don't know. At this point, this is, I mean, I've worked on it more since I've started this channel than prior. Maybe in consecutive days of sitting and working on it. I've done it at retreats and I've been working on it a couple of years. But it's just one of those background things, you know. But when I moved to this location, I put a design wall up, and now that it's pinned up there, I can't take it down. So I put shit over the top of it, I guess. All right. Well, like and follow, please, and all that jazz. Please share with anybody, because that's great. I appreciate it. In this crazy messed up world of this shit and podcasts, it's amazing how important those silly little things are. So you do? That's cool. That's cool. Okay, you guys, we've been on an hour and a half. Not too bad. The dog's asleep. I don't know that I have the energy to sew each of these stacks into rows. But I guess we have to do that before I sew the rows together. So yeah, we can get at least one more episode out of this. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for putting up with my shit. And we will see you Friday because Thursday I'm going to go to book club. All right. See ya.